Welcome to hell.
It's way hot in here. Hold on. The camel.
Yeah, I guess. How you doing? We're at Planet Peacock, and this is a song from our new record. This is called Wish I Knew.
Ready?
Ride from Blackberry Point on the rumps inside. Boys, I used to take her there, and all he kept saying was, "It's hard, mama, no." He's into the low again, in the shadow of all that's become of him. Damn, it's a hard line fall over the oceanic bridge when he was a younger man. She had the eyes that could light up his world. Look at all the damage that I've done. And all he kept saying was, I'm listed gone. I wish I knew what the hell went wrong. So hard to be strong in darkened places. I'm hanging on, I'm hanging on, yeah. Lights in the distance, I need a fix for my blues, Lord. We're hanging on, driving home to you. I wish I knew what the hell went wrong. So hard to be strong in darkened places. I'm gonna tell you, I'm listed gone. I wish I knew what the hell went wrong. So hard to be strong in darkened places. I'm hanging on. Yeah! I'm nearly gone, yeah. Did I hear screaming? Child, you was just dreaming, yeah. And now we're moving on.
Hello and welcome to the Jersey Shore Musicians Podcast. I'm Matt. That's Jeff.
Hi.
Fuck him. Tonight we got the guys from Planet Peacock. Welcome, boys.
Golf club.
Thank you for having us.
How we doing tonight? Good?
Good. Feeling good?
Weather sucks, but we're good.
Yeah. Any problem finding the place?
Wrong turn into. It's a problem I have with the old GPS girl. I don't know. We just don't jive sometimes. But yeah, we found it in the end.
Oh, perfect. See?
But don't worry, everybody has trouble getting here.
I heard that once before. Yeah, we'll be good. And then I was one of those guys.
And here you are. So great.
Yeah, we made it.
So let's talk about you guys. How'd you all start? Get this band formed? How long you been around?
Well,
forever.
me and Andrew started, not this particular band, but we started a long time ago. Just on a kind of a whim. I was like, my friend of mine was like, hey, do you want to come try to sing for this band, you know? And I'd met him before.
I was 19,
For
I
Andrew
think, at the
was
time.
19.
Yeah. So
And
some
it was a
time
place
ago.
in Eatontown. And
Fort
because I hadn't sung before, and I was like, no, I know I can do it, man. I know I can do it. And we went, and everything was, we just formed
Worked out well, man. He was great.
yeah, it was fun, you know.
Yeah,
It was
he
like
had
the
hair
first,
down to his ass, and he was running out. He was all.
we actually
pumped
came up
up.
with
Yeah, he was all like on the car, like. I was
we
like,
came
"Who
up
the
with a
fuck is
song
this
that
guy?"
night, and it
Oh,
was
okay.
like, of course, it was a long time ago.
That
but
band didn't work out though.
but
Kind of went in the trash.
that's when we first started together, and then our first like true band was called Wreck Engine,
Yeah.
which is 2005, and
That went to about 2012.
yeah,
Okay.
One of the musicians in our band, Sean Shuley, he passed away.
Yeah.
And kind of just
sucked.
kind of sunk the whole ship, you know.
It was terrible. Yeah, it was really
We
bad.
did have a record out, but we didn't really release it. It was
Yeah.
kind of, it's in our
Okay.
cupboard somewhere. And then at the same time, 2012 was Sandy. Lost my house.
Me
he
and him,
lost his
yeah,
house.
both of us did.
Oh,
you know,
wow.
yeah.
So I had some things
So-
to get through before music at that point, figure out where to live and rebuild and all that fun stuff. Then yeah, I got actually my friend Chris. He's my friend since like preschool. He happened to move back in the area. He's a bass player, and we
Yeah.
got talking. It was actually I think a fantasy football draft. So hey, why don't we get together and play some music? Yeah, a drummer and the bass player in the previous band played drums. Called him up. Said, "You want to play drums?" He got together. I said, "Yeah, I know a singer." Got him.
Yeah,
That's how it started.
And here you are.
Cool.
That's
Yeah.
it.
here we are. You know,
And here it is.
It's quite the tale.
That was in 2014.
yeah. And so we put out our first album called The Brown Sound, and
2019.
2019 with Tony and Tony Lewis, and then we're this second album. We haven't really named it yet, but that's coming out
It's due out any day now.
any day.
So
So,
we figure out
so
the name and a
11
couple other
songs, and we're really, really proud of it. I'm really excited about it.
Yeah.
I think it's the best work that we've done for since we've been playing.
By far.
Nice.
And
I'm losing my voice.
and it was just a unique process how that album came, and something that we'd never really done before in terms of making it, because we lost the drummer
Yeah.
during the process.
Okay.
Well, before writing as we started to write the next album, it was
Yeah.
like right after the pandemic. We didn't lose him. He's still with us.
Yeah,
But,
he's stopped playing. Yeah.
You're
Not-
killing
not
drummers.
another-
Idle
yeah.
tap.
Yeah.
he just had some things to take care of, so he had
Yeah.
to do that, and we
Yeah,
We did-
sometimes life gets in the way.
It does. It's unfortunate.
It
but-
wasn't bad things for him. He had good things happen. As far as that was concerned, we did find another fella. We recorded 2 songs with him, but that didn't work out. And so we didn't.
didn't know what to do at that point. We were like,
Fucking drummers.
so the producer was just like, well,
Just use our studio
yeah.
drummer.
And
It's,
if you
Dave
guys,
from Colossal
yeah.
Street Jam. I don't know if you heard of
Oh,
that.
okay, yeah. Dave, Halper.
Albert,
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
Oh my
Fucking
God,
love Dave.
he's so
amazing.
good.
He's fun to be around.
Heavy
He's,
hitter.
he's an amazing drummer, and
Yes.
the album is fucking great as a result.
Nice.
He is the drum just made someone everything just
He
I
really
could
did.
be like, I want to make a punk song now. He could just play anything I want, and it was
that's
so
cool.
much fun.
His footprint is it made the album. It totally made the album, because Dave's he's a pro, man.
Yeah.
Oh, he's awesome.
yeah.
And anything we gave him, he just killed it.
Yeah. And we wrote the album while we were recording it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was like,
That's different. You don't hear too many bands doing it that way anymore because I guess cost effective or.
It was out of necessity, because we didn't have.
that
It was me and Andrew would come up with a riff and a vocal, and then we would take it to Tony. He'd listen to it, and then he'd put the drum machine on it.
we track out
Yeah.
the time of it. Him and I
Beats
work
per
out the
minute.
time and how fast, and then
And then once we had that, then
just do all the parts.
yeah. First we'd add guitar, and then we do the bass, and then Dave would come in and do the drums, and I would do vocals last. A couple times I did vocals before he before he did drums,
And then you
and
do
drove him a
something.
little crazy. He was just like, "Oh my god, I can't take this." But that was that process was we found that's really where we are now. Is like everything else we did before then came out of jamming. For
Yeah, the first album was a collab, like
Almost
all our
years,
jam sessions
you know?
for like 4 years, and we just
Yeah.
put them on a record.
You
Well,
know-
most people jam it a million fucking times until you,
That's what it was.
until you got it down perfect, and then get in the studio, lay it down as quick as possible, and get the fuck out so you don't got to pay
But
money.
when you're jamming on it, you never kind of ever
Yeah.
find a final. You know, like you always kind of jam. Someone always does something different every time. Like it just never kind of finishes until you record it, and that's we just want to record it and get it done. You know,
Yeah.
And how long did that overall process take you guys?
the new record,
Yeah.
2 years almost exactly.
Yeah.
to the day.
Wow. Okay.
It really slowed down when there was no more when we couldn't jam anymore, basically, with that, not having a drummer to actually physically jam with.
So I
then-
write all the riffs in my like living room with an acoustic guitar, like tap my foot or whatever.
Yeah, and then
Whatever
I'd
mine.
sing to it, and whenever
FaceTime him a video of me with no shirt on playing a riff, and that's what he'd use to sing.
and still the songs would basically go from it was as soon as you created, as soon as we had something, it went right to recording
studio,
it,
yeah.
which before we never
hash
did
it
that
out
before. We
over
were
and
like,
over.
wait, we gotta play it and feel it, and now it was like, oh, wait, just okay,
Just
this
do it.
sounds
We
good.
don't have that option.
Yeah, just this sounds good.
No, but you kind of wrote with that in mind. Where before you just kind of have an idea, well, fuck with, we'll go and mess around with it. And you do that forever. But this, you kind of was more focused and
It's a lot more focused. Yeah,
I enjoyed it.
I felt like I wrote lyrically differently, just to try to be more, I should concentrate on the lyrics
Less
a little bit
opinions
more.
too.
Yeah,
Less one less guy.
yeah.
Gotta worry about it.
So we
We
haven't
love
had.
Robert for the record.
Yes, we do. It's just we haven't had great luck with drummers. That's all.
Well, it's just
It's a common
drummers are
theme these
singers.
days.
Yeah, drummers are singers.
Drummers,
That's why
yeah, yep.
You got the singer part down, so that's cool.
yeah. So far, they've treated me good. So
So how now? Like, okay, if this thing comes out, I guess, like you said, it's relatively soon.
yeah.
Are
We're
you guys
hoping
gonna
for,
gig for it? Are you gonna do like a more online presence and push it?
At first, it'll be online,
Okay.
without Sans drummer. No, unless we do acoustic gigs or something like that. But that really,
Yeah.
Yeah.
this album is not really. It's a much angrier, heavier album.
Okay.
So the acoustic, we had a hard time actually picking tracks to play acoustic tonight.
Yeah.
We hadn't really played them yet.
Yeah.
It's the first time we really got together and played them. So, it's just a different record.
Yeah, and I mean, it's different, but we're like I said, I'm really really excited about it.
Oh, hell yeah.
Just the way it came together, and I like Andrew's saying, I think it's just really we just focused a lot more than we ever have.
I wanted more rhythm on the record.
Yes,
First
Andrew,
album was a little slow for me, and
Yeah.
I just wanted it to be more upbeat and
Okay.
rocking.
Yeah.
So that's what I kind of had in mind when I was writing anything.
and like
And
we
I think
were
we accomplished that.
yeah, like we were talking about before, we kind of go a little bit all over the place. Not like
Well,
we're not like
different is good. Different is what is missing. Because
Yes.
a lot of people in music today write music that they think people want to hear, not what they want to play.
yes, exactly.
I don't know that many people anymore, man. I don't know what they want to hear either. So yeah, I
people
just
that want music.
Yeah, exactly. Well, there you go. So like, who am I writing for? It's got to be us.
Well, like the bands we were talking about, like I said, I'm a huge Caius fan, and that kind of music you just don't hear anymore. You don't hear bands like that coming out with that fucking originality and
That raw groove, yeah.
yeah, and that's why they were so people dug them so much because the first time I heard them, I was like, what is this? Coming out of the '80s and hearing now, like, what is this? This is incredible.
Put some headphones on, and that thing just blows your mind.
Yeah.
Surrounds you from every side.
And
Sky Valley.
yeah, Welcome to
Great
Sky
album.
Valley is amazing.
It's a great album. Great album.
I'm a big Fishbone fan too. So
Yeah,
I like all
Fishbone.
the craziness,
Yep.
different ska. And they just had so many different sounds, but it always sounded like them. It sounded like it worked together. I thought that was always like so like genius.
That's being original. That's what that is. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of that in the 90s.
That's gone. That's gone.
That's gone.
Oh, my
Oh,
God, I
man.
love it.
Ready?
All right, this next song is called Scalapeno. capture the sun. And when I tell you how the ocean speaks in ancient rhymes, light the fires at night to expel the load to the blue sunrise. The sun breaks right where it wants to go, and the tide changes everything you know. The sun breaks right where it wants to go. I hope you always have the chance to run out. Oh yeah. Good vibes in the air, good times are near. It starts right here, right now. This place, our state of mind. If you can't feel it, the whitewash foam, the sea life dream. Let the fires at night to expel the load to the blue sunrise. The sun breaks right where it wants to go, and the tide changes everything you know. The sun breaks right where it wants to go. I hope you always have the chance to ride out. They're gonna run it back again. Here comes another sin. You see him dropping in, always in. They're gonna run it back again. Here comes another sin. You see him dropping in, always in. Under a moonlight sky we stand tonight. The sun breaks right where it wants to go, and the tide changes everything you know. And the sun breaks right where it wants to go, and the tide changes everything you know. Under a moonlight sky we stand tonight, and the picture seems so damn right. Under a moonlight sky we stand tonight, and the picture seems so damn right.
But okay, so you guys are gonna be popping this thing out. It's gonna be online. Where can people find it?
Everywhere. Just like the last album. Yeah, you can.
Okay.
You Spotify.
You'll be on Spotify. It'll be on iTunes. It'll be on YouTube.
Did you say fuck that?
YouTube.
I hashtag
YouTube's
everything
been-
that we post with fuck Spotify.
Do you really?
Oh yeah.
That shows
Yeah, they
how
just
much I
came
share.
out with another. They just came out with another something to do with royalties and
Yeah.
lowering royalties again. Another.
Oh, sweet. So
Yeah.
now it's like 5/10 of a penny now.
It's funny because I think it was last week was the first time someone's like, you can't get your podcast on Spotify. I'm like, I know. I'm like, I put it every single place you can find a podcast except Spotify.
Yes, it's kind of overrated, right? A little
Well,
bit.
I mean, yeah, but just they suck.
Yeah.
They suck. They are the man, and I refuse to go to the man.
Yeah,
Do you guys use? Sorry.
Sorry.
Do you guys use TikTok or do you go on?
Yeah, a little bit. I'm trying to get into that world. It's a little different.
you have to these days.
Oh yeah, it's just it's
I don't do shit.
you got to be able to find the right algorithm for the right people. And
That's the thing.
you can have one video get like 2,000 views, and the next one you post gets like 7. You know.
I have like zero content, and you know it's one thing to make music, but then to promote it's a whole nother science and art.
It
and
is. It's
just,
just, you know what I always tell people and even kids. It's like, all right, man, here's your product. You did a great job. This is now why it's called the music business. You know, like you're an artist for this long.
Yeah,
That's it.
Yeah.
Now you're businessman. Good luck.
Yeah.
Have a great time. Let me know if you make it
That's
work.
That's what usually determines if it does or not. You know, who does that well.
Well, that's this whole podcast. Me and him, we were just two guys that jammed in a band together, and we're like, you know what, we're gonna do this.
Cool.
We started out real like just the shit we could find around between our houses, and slowly upgraded as we went. We've been winging it the whole time.
Very cool. I love it.
And during COVID, we're like, fuck this band shit. let's help other people. Yeah, I'm like, I think I'm like the fucking like, fuck this. Who cares?
I think it's wonderful.
How long have you guys been doing this?
We started like the end of 2020, I believe, and then started putting out the episodes in like beginning of 2021. Well, I think we've done 30-something episodes.
Nice.
All local bands. We've done sound guys, show promoters, photographers. We just anything to do with music. You know, we just want to help. Give somebody an avenue to get seen, or maybe you guys do an acoustic performance. You could share that acoustic performance on your pages, and that's something for you. You know, just trying to do our part.
Yeah, the videos on YouTube are outstanding for you guys.
Thank you.
That I've seen, they look great.
Yeah, our good friends,
and they sound fantastic.
Yeah, our good friends, Full On Empty. We did a full out like music video for them. They came in, we tracked them out, did everything acoustic for their one song, and then made a video for it and put it out there. So it came out pretty good.
Such a cool place.
Oh, cool, thanks.
To do anything in.
I can't take credit for that.
No, you can't.
No.
Yeah, Dan from that band. We know he used to from
Full On
Negative
Empty.
Sky.
Yeah, Dan Caputo.
Great.
He's a great dude. Yeah,
He's awesome, man.
Me and him our paths have crossed so many times between so many different bands we're in, playing shows together for probably 15 years.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
He's a good dude.
Yeah, he is. I love him. He's great.
We hope to get out there and play soon, man. We just got to get a drummer. So if there's any drummers out there,
okay, yes. If they're looking, where could people contact you?
you can find us on Facebook.
On Facebook, when our regular website for the band,
What's the website?
I don't think that's working right now. So
that's
down.
down.
You can find us
basically
on
Facebook,
Instagram.
Okay.
Are the main two places to find us.
Twitter too, right?
Yeah, you can
Or
find us on Twitter as well. I forgot about Twitter.
Those are the
I
three
forgot
main
about
ones.
that thing.
Well, yeah, you guys found us on Facebook.
Yeah, we found
Yeah,
you on Facebook.
Facebook's probably the
Probably the
best place
yeah.
to go,
Okay.
for us.
We
I
could
guess.
probably put a link up somewhere, like right around here for them. Something
Maybe.
like that. Maybe here.
Or I could even put it in the
Or
description of the
somewhere right
video.
there. Right there.
Yeah, put it right in the description of the video. You
Just
fucker.
want to make sure. Just want to make sure you fucking see me.
Yeah, we had a website, but I'm not sure I know there was an issue with it, so I don't
Yeah,
wanna go
okay.
I
into it.
kind of feel like websites now are just, it's like a fucking waste of money.
Kind of, that's partly the issue.
You know, like,
Well, I've seen the biggest trend is bands' websites now are their Bandcamp.
yeah, Bandcamp, I've heard some good things about.
So
we were looking into that.
Bandcamp's great because they every couple months they do like the free for all Fridays, where if it's like there's one day every couple months where anything you sell on Bandcamp they don't take their percentage.
really?
You get 100%.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's always pretty cool. They started doing that during COVID, trying to help people out.
Yeah, we'll take any help we can get. So
All of us.
Oh my
yeah,
God.
we're with that.
So let's talk about the songs that you guys are going to perform for us in a little bit. Like, is that stuff that's going to be on the new record, or are we doing old record?
Yes. The
A little bit of both, actually.
yeah, two of them
Two of the
are,
songs are for the new album.
and one of them is from
The old
the
one.
first one, the Brown Sound.
Yeah.
So, the one that we were Wish I Knew is the one that we're from the new album, and Scalapeno is the other
Scalapeno.
the other one from the new album. That was sort
those
of
are two new songs. The other
ska kind of feel to it. It's got a ska feel to it.
Okay.
It's more up tempo.
The other one's called Camel Mistletoe. That comes from the
Gee, I wonder what that's about.
It's actually about domestic violence. It has nothing to do with the name.
But
Still in the same area.
the name was actually made before the song was written. It was like, oh, the next song's being called this, no matter what, and that's what happened.
Camel Mistletoe.
it's a title grabber.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I could definitely see a graphic.
And it's a real, and it's like a slow.
You can
it's
do
like
a lot.
It's like a slow, pretty song, and it's got that name on it. The producer's like, "Are you guys sure?" We're like, "Yeah, we're going with it." So
Are you sure?
This
This
must
song's
be.
going to be a hit, but you're going to ruin it with this
that's what he
name.
says. He's like, "This is like the best song on the album, but the name, I don't know." And there it is. It's still
And there you have it.
See, but in the grand scheme of things, a name shouldn't do anything.
It should.
If the song hits you, the song hits
Most
you.
people don't really look
Yeah.
at names anymore.
That's
Buy a
very
CD,
true,
like
too.
it's track 4, it's track 5. You know.
I don't know. People don't even use CDs anymore. So
They
now
won't.
it's
No.
all streaming from their phone. So the name
Fair
will
enough.
be there.
I'm still old-minded. I don't even buy CDs anymore.
You could
either,
just
but
call
my
it
mind's still there.
CMT. There you go, Camel Mistletoe.
Oh,
Call it
my
CMT.
God.
That's good. I
awesome.
like it.
That does
So you're
look-
still calling it that name, but you're not calling it
I
that
like
name.
it. I like
That's
it.
very good.
It's actually very close,
Yeah.
too. It's in the realm.
It's in the room.
Like
yeah.
DMT.
Yeah, there you go. Country music television.
Yeah.
We got it
Not
with Peacock, too.
country.
We got issues with Peacock and NBC. We were out first for the record.
Oh, fuck. Yeah. Why is the emblem the same? Like,
They got
like
the whole
theirs?
Peacock channel, man.
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I know that. But, like, fuck it. It's just a name.
Fair enough. I'm trying to get any money, man.
Oh, man, that's great. So, sorry. Camel Mistletoe. I love it.
We got some winners on that record.
You had the same reaction as
There's a few other
we
ones.
did it. We did that with someone before, and they had the exact same reaction. We were just talking. It was like mid conversation. He was like, "Oh,
It's fucking
oh,
great.
okay."
I almost want to be there. Like, I want to see you guys do it like an acoustic, like a fucking ice cream parlor, like original night, and it'd be like, "Hi, everybody.
This one's for the kids.
This is Camel Mistletoe. And all the moms are like, what did he just say?
yeah, you bitch."
I always pictured it like with the performance in parentheses on the bottom, just saying it would be kind of fun.
You should make a video for that.
We actually did.
Oh, okay.
We do
good.
have videos on YouTube. You can
Oh.
check that out.
Okay.
You got to make
Yeah,
you
that's
got to
great.
make like an all-time parody video.
Yeah, that's really.
We
tempting.
have like 30 parody videos in mind for most of our songs.
Yeah.
It's just the
okay.
cost and everything to get that done. But
Do
yeah,
like a whole like Bing cost stealing my jeans. You're in the fucking in the goddamn shop, right, or wherever. And you see this girl walking down.
That always
You
freaked
fucking
me out.
launch a loaf of bread at her.
That video always freaked me out. Watching it.
Oh, dude,
it was
yeah.
just like so.
when it first came out, it was kind of creepy at the time,
But I love that. I love
Yeah,
James.
yeah, absolutely. You want to do your question? Your question that you give her.
we have another song called Cock and Noodle Soup on the first. so
That might be better.
And not to make it any worse, but
You said cock-a-noodle soup?
yes, sir.
for your camel
That's correct.
mistletoe.
Please tell me you're going to put them back to back on the album.
Totally.
Actually, they are.
so yeah,
That's great.
They're 2 and 3 on the. That was on the old record.
love
yeah.
it.
it's a package deal.
Yeah, that's actually 2 and 3. That is correct. Cock and Noodle Soup comes first, and then Camel Mistletoe.
That's great.
Anything else you guys want to talk about the new album?
The new album. The new album is very diverse. We have a lot of cool songs on the record.
Yeah.
There's a faster, like upbeat punk song. There's ska. It's a very cool record, man. I'm so excited to release it. It'll be out. We're trying to shoot for National Peacock Day, which is March 25th. So, but I don't know. That's
Would be
kinda tight.
appropriate.
That's
Yeah.
what we thought, but it's kind of tight right now, so we didn't announce that because I don't think it's going to happen. But it'll be soon. If not that day, it'll be kind of after that.
Very, very
Soon
cool.
after. We're just trying to get a video down first too, to get that out first too.
Have something to release right away.
Yeah, it's kind of it's a content world, so if you don't have something for them to look at, they're not
Oh,
going to
yeah.
listen.
You got to hook them right away.
Gotta have.
What do we always say? Like 30 seconds? You got like 30 seconds to hook them in, and that's
elevator speech.
it's no attention spans anymore. If you don't hook them right away, they're like next.
It's affecting me too. I'm getting my attention span's getting smaller too.
Oh,
I
it's
have no
everybody.
time for anything.
That's everybody.
I do that shit in my truck all the time. I have like thousands of songs on my phone. I'm just like
Go one to the
scanning
next.
through like 50 of them before I get the one I actually want to hear.
Yeah, me too.
All right, well, we got one last question for you, and get an answer from each of you. If there's one singular thing about the music scene that you could change, local music scene, what would it be, and why?
I would change the fact that you could play out live and go out to clubs like you used to and just kind of have that world again. It seems to be gone. As far as just, I don't know, when I was younger, you'd always have somewhere to go.
Mm-hmm.
And there would always be a band playing. And you could choose of so many different places. And it was always original music, and it was so cool. And it just seems like it doesn't exist anymore. I would change that, I think.
That's to me,
I mean, it's still there. It's just there's very small pockets of it
just
that
not
are
like it
very.
used to be,
Small.
How do I want to word this?
Minuscule.
it's minuscule. You're right.
But they're also very clicky. You know, like if you don't fit the vibe of that certain scene,
Yes.
you're not getting anywhere near there.
What, the certain scene we should burn down? Oh, I'm
Well,
sorry.
wow,
What?
would you stop it?
There's I sense you guys don't like a certain place.
I know. I've
Is it-
spent
is it-
so much of my life.
Is it
there,
in
I
Monmouth
hate it.
County?
It might be.
It might possibly.
Might
Yeah,
possibly
probably
be.
somewhere there.
Is it in Asbury Park?
No, I've never heard of that place. I don't
don't
even
know what it
know
is?
that place.
No?
Yeah,
Never
we
heard that
both
name
played in
before.
Asbury a million times growing up. It's just not the same.
That's what I'm
It's not.
saying. That's my point.
Because
It's not
even-
the same. It's just shitty.
We talk about it. We
doesn't
talk about
seem
it all the
good.
time.
It doesn't seem good.
No.
There's no products.
If you
coming
look at
out.
Asbury, there's more tribute acts playing and cover bands playing than
Cover
original
bands.
music.
And
Oh, yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I actually love that
Why?
because then people stop going to Asbury.
That's true.
Yeah, well,
Fucking, where's Neil Diamond? Fucking play him. There.
Cover bands are fine, but they all seem to play like the same stuff. Like
you're
if
right.
it was
Yeah,
like really
you're right.
cool, different, it would be cooler. But it just seems like always just be the same type of vibe in the cover band scene. I don't know. I'm more into the original stuff.
yeah, that's you're hitting on it, and I think that's something that I've felt too is that it's you were in, like you're saying, it's more tribute bands and cover acts. That's the one thing, if I could change, would be to make it like Andrew was saying before, to make it more just bring that scene back. If that scene that was there in the early 90s and through up until about 2000, I would say maybe 2000, maybe going a little
Yeah, I think
farther.
for me it fell off around 2004.
Yeah,
2005.
somewhere around there,
Yeah.
where it just there was an actual scene.
But like
you know?
even Asbury, for saying, just to say that particular, when I was younger, shut the fuck up with your sound.
Sorry, guys.
No, you used to be able to, they had the Wonder Bar, the Fast Lanes, T-Birds, the Saint, Stone Pole, and you'd see original music of all varieties, all over the place.
remember T-Birds.
all
Yep.
the time,
Been there.
all the time. It doesn't happen anymore.
No,
But the people too is always like groups, and you were like, it was kind of like almost like a lifestyle. People like lived that, and they were all like family. I don't know. It was just cool. The whole scene was cool.
if there's a way
Now it seems
to
dangerous. Almost.
yeah, if there's a way now with technology to where bands can, if bands can play, not necessarily at the club, like if you can do it online, and produce a show that way. Maybe that would be a cool thing to bring people, so people don't have
I
to
kinda was
worry
thinking
about
about-
going to a club and to where the technology. I mean, I don't know if the technology's there yet, to where it almost feels like you're in the room with them.
Yeah. Because we've said on here a bunch of times that clubs should have, you buy your ticket, you can go see the bands, do whatever. But they should also live stream it.
Live streaming.
And
Yes.
do
Sorry,
like,
I'm sorry.
I'd say, but then do
Live
like an
streaming.
online ticket. It's like, it's $20 to get in the door. You do $10. You can stream the whole concert to your TV at your house. So you're pulling in those people at least a little bit to get the ones that aren't going to go out, because some people don't like being in crowds anymore.
No, and they don't. And it's more. It would be. I think it would be more effective at maybe getting people to listen to you, because some people may not be getting. Maybe when they go there and they see you, they're really not really listening to you. There's a lot of shit going on.
I don't know, but there's nothing like live music when you.
But
can
I mean,
feel
there
it.
is
Oh,
nothing
yeah, and I
like
get
that
that.
experience
That's the
itself.
thing. You
And
just
I
can't- you can't
understand-
replace
But here's the
that.
thing. That's for us.
Yeah.
Go 20 years down from us. Those fuckers don't care.
No.
No,
They
give
don't
a
want that
shit.
band to come out and feel that bass just punch them in the chest on that first fucking.
Because they never felt it. Probably they don't know. It's
Oh,
part
yeah.
of the problem. If there was bands that I don't know, it's just not like they don't. Everything's so expensive too. At concerts.
that's the
yeah,
other
Crazy.
problem now. Is the cost.
Yeah.
It's really just gone through the
Through the roof.
It's
Like the other
just-
day, I found a bunch of tickets from the Birch Hill, where I would go see like four
Birch Hill.
main touring bands. It was 4 bands for like $12.
Yeah.
And it was, I'm talking like Fear Factory, System of a Down, like big bands, and it was like $12 to get in the door.
Yeah, those days are gone.
Amazing, right?
Yeah.
To think that.
That ticket now would be like $80, $90, easy.
Well, for sure.
There was
What's
so
like-
many cool bands around here in the 90s, and all the tickets, like we saw them for like 12, 15. I mean, it was nothing. It was.
Yeah.
It
But
wasn't a
like
concern.
this summer, Metallica's playing with Pantera at Giant Stadium. The cheap seats in the fucking nosebleeds are like $285.
It's not even worth
That's-
it to watch
that's-
them there either.
yeah.
I'd rather-
280. It's over probably like $1,500, $1,600 if you want to be on the floor.
Outrageous. I can't.
And you're not even getting a seat. You're standing. You're going to be
Can't do
packed
it.
in like fucking sardines. And you got to
do
pay
it.
almost $2,000 to be down there.
Yeah, going to the art center, same thing. They're
At least the
now.
art center,
do
you
the
get,
art
like,
center
the lawn seats aren't too bad.
If the weather's
Yeah,
right.
if
you
the
know,
weather's-
if the weather's
If the
right,
weather's
a bad
right,
night, it just totally sucks.
I remember I saw Tom Petty and Bob Dylan there. It was
So did
fucking
I.
monsooning. And we're just sitting there on the grass getting fucking soaked. People slipping and sliding in the mud all.
Yeah,
It's
and
kind
if-
of fun.
And if you're not in the right spot,
You can't hear
the
shit,
sound
yeah.
sucks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That
If you're
does
not,
happen there.
if you're off to the side, you don't really get the,
I've
just
seen
the
good
way
and
it's
bad
built.
shows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It depends on the band too. I've
Yeah.
seen good and bad.
Yeah. But
not too bad.
yeah. Bring the scene back.
Please.
Good luck.
That's what everybody says, and it's we want it to come back, but we just I don't know.
I don't know.
It's-
I remember.
Well, it's
when
never
I
going
was-
to be what it was.
I don't think so.
I know
No,
you're
sure.
right. I mean, something would have to radically change. Just
This world
promoting
has
it.
changed.
Yeah.
The
I
whole
mean,
world's
the whole-
changed too
yeah.
much for it to be what it
Yeah.
was.
It's going to keep changing too, so who knows where that'll ever wind up. But it's like a lot of the places are gone, so you'd have to have people to come in and invest and open up places, and that's not good.
It's a big risk.
not happening.
It's a big risk. There's no guarantees.
And yeah, what are you going to get back? You know, if there's no scene as it is.
Yeah, most of those places, the only money they make really is on the liquor.
You need the next CBGB, start the scene, and then take it from there.
I don't know. That's not gonna happen.
I know.
gonna
It's,
happen.
But I mean, I've seen a big. It's starting to come back. The resurgence of like the DIY style BFW halls.
I hope so.
I mean, I've seen it a lot. Like I know a bunch of people that do it, and even in Asbury, Bond Street Basement has a pretty good scene going
no
right
way.
now.
Okay.
Yeah, they have some-
VFW halls. That's a great idea.
yeah,
Actually.
that's early 2000s to a T right there.
Just cool to see people playing live instruments and stuff. It's just fun. You
Yeah,
like
to feel that
everything's-
energy.
Everything's
Yeah,
so
that
electronic and
experience
everything
is
now, but when you
incredible.
feel live music, good live music, you'll never forget that feeling. And it's
That's true.
And seeing a band you bought the band's CD or the record, and then you finally go see them for the first time. It blows you away.
Well, my favorite
Especially
part is
when
you go
they're
see
good, yeah.
one band and then the other band that's playing with them. You're like, oh,
that happened to me with the Mars Volta. They opened
Yep.
up for the Chili Peppers. I went to see Chili Peppers and Mars Volta, and I was just confused by them. Kind of, they were in the
they're
arena,
phenomenal.
but they were in the
great.
arena.
They
And it
are.
was kind of like a little all over the place, And I'm like, man, what just happened? I looked at, it, went home and bought the record. I was like, wow, this is so like amazing. They're so good.
Yeah, they are. They are
At the
on
drive-in,
like
right?
another,
That first was at the
yeah.
drive-in, then they were Mars Volta. Then we saw the Deftones like that. It was
Yeah,
like
same thing too,
95.
yeah.
And we're like, just walking
Walking
through the
through,
crowd.
your head
and like,
turned like, what is that?
wow.
That's
What-
one of my
what?
favorite memories. In 1995 at the Stone Pony, I was a fucking 14-year-old kid getting bounced around, beat the hell up all over.
They gave us a
Best day of my
single,
life.
a single cassette of the song 7 Words. They were passing them out. They're still giving out cassettes.
Yeah,
I
little
remember.
cassettes.
Wow.
It was so good.
Such a cool song too.
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah, Deftones are one of my favorites.
That record's one of my favorite records.
Yeah, it's really good. Yeah.
Adrenaline,
Yeah.
Adrenaline's good. Oh, they're all good.
And then I saw him there at the Pony for the what was that called, the Warp Tour.
Yeah, I was there.
Amazing.
I've seen them a lot of
Amazing.
times.
I saw him at PNC.
I was
actually. We were
there.
talking about PNC. I saw him there with Incubus.
All right, gentlemen. Well, thanks for coming out.
Yes,
Well,
thank
thanks
you.
for having us.
Let's get you in
Pleasure.
this room and jam these songs out. And
Let's
see,
do it.
We'll get them up.
Let's do
All
it.
right?
Rock on.
Jeff,
Yeah.
go fuck yourself. All right, we'll see you guys later.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Good night.
Yeah. You ready?
Okay, this is another song off our new album. And this is not our first, well, it's off our first album, sorry. And it was called The Brown Sound, and this song is called Camel.
Well, I'm drifting well beyond your fields, and in your skyway, a blood that can be healed, and in your mountains, your ghost is chasing me. a verse is written, another chapter sealed. Even when you want there to be gone in the mess, the embers of the hope we made will fall. The damned and the broken, a reflection of us. Can we carry on once again? Once you were branded, subjectified and beaten, and now you're standing above the stripe they dealt, how you dealt, even when you want meant to be gone in the mess, the embers of the hope we made will fall. The damned and the broken, a reflection of us. Can we carry on? My song, forever playing on your radio. Your radio, my soul, a symptom of love I've never known. I've never known. Well, I'm drifting well beyond your fields. Can we carry on? Can we carry on? Can we carry on? Can we carry on once again?